Unfortunately, the one thing I didn't film was me getting cracked with that steel chair. It fucked me. It drove the air right out of my chest. So I said, "Alright, mate, here's a like a folding chair from Kmart. Hit me with it as hard as you can in the back." I didn't breathe out, did I? No. It was just a fair whoop, and it drove the air just out of me. Yes, I was doing backyard wrestling because I'm an idiot. We were not trained in any sense of the word. It was more, let's just hit each other with stupid fucking shit we have in the backyard and see what happens. I remember one, I had a stick and a piece of plyboard, and I put it between the friend's legs, and I said, EC fucking W, and I slammed the stick down on the piece of plyboard. And he sold that really well. Then, later on in life, I did get into the wrestling. I'm going to tell a couple of stories from the wrestling days. Yeah, when I started, back in the day, early days, I was helping out a company, just putting up their rings and doing whatnot for their show. And, yeah, I met some people, made some friends and whatnot, and we all just kind of got along. It was good fun. We also ended up, like, good 4 or 5 years into it, start our own little thing called on the side. Now, the head guy didn't like that, because we made direct competition. So, we made a deal, like, hey, why don't you, come and just work as, like, the learner's school out of the wrestling. Then we went, okay, sure, let's do that. So, we did, for about 8-9 months, maybe a year. And they didn't like how good we were getting. I went through, I trained for a bit, I trained. I lost heaps of weight. I must have dropped a good 20-25 kilos just going to the gym, doing the shakes, doing whatnot. Which I'm doing again at the moment, just kind of trying to lose this weight now. One thing that happened was when I had my first match, because we booked out a venue to have first official show, and what happened, I wasn't included on the DVD of the very first show. So, unfortunately, because it was my first show, you have your nerves. Of course you do, you have your nerves. Yeah. So what's happened? Like, we're at the back, you're not allowed to swear, there's kids out there, just watch your language and whatnot. I had this match with this guy named Saber, and that was fun, that was good. He was really good to work with. He gave himself a nosebleed middle of the match because he landed face first on the mat. But here's the thing that happened. This is why I'm not on the DVD. So remember when I said, watch your language, don't say anything bad, there's kids out there. You remember that? Okay. So, I've gone to go to a big clothesline. I've whipped him, passed him through, he's come back, and I've yelled, "Fuck you!" as I've hit him. And everyone in the crowd went quiet. Then the boos started. But they weren't the bad boos. They were not the bad boos. They were the, oh shit, he's the bad guy boos. Because I swore, the guy who was running the show was kinda mad. Understandably. That was my first singles match. I'm not on the first DVD. I do think, however, that they still have the footage. Wrestlers said are bad. No, they do it all the time. There's one, was Chris Jericho in a match with a high-flying fella, and the high-flying fella did something to his knee, And the ref's trying to continue the match, like, get him, get him, get him. And Jericho stands up, get in his face. He's hurt, you fucking idiot! You can hear him audibly on the recording. Oh, it's great. Like, there's so many blunders with wrestling and whatnot. It's great fun.